Every month, the MN team takes a look at their top picks from upcoming games. Hey guys, Mika here from the lad not on most world maps. Honestly, there's just too many good games these days. But hey, that's not stopping us from choosing. Here's number 1.
Hey, listen!
Alan Wake was one of the very first physical PC games that I owned back in the day. I used to really vibe with the dark theme and the narration of it, since it reminded me a lot of Silent Hill. With the continuation of Alan Wake's madness after the first game, it looks like this sequel might be even scarier and darker. Barring the Silent Hill games, we don't usually get these sort of psychological horror games in the industry anymore. But Remedy have proven that they're capable of delivering on these themes with the likes of Control. It also gets me very hyped that the devs took inspiration from some of the best TV shows like True Detective. If they can successfully integrate that kind of storytelling with the back and forth between the two main characters, I'll be very pleased. I can understand that it might be a bit difficult to bring that kind of split in narration in a single player game, but I have faith in the guys at Remedy. I just hope it's not dashed like with Activision Blizzard and Diablo 4. Although admittedly I am a bit bummed that they're going with a digital-only version for the game. Call me outdated, but I like those physical copies. Kept us waiting, huh? It is with great nostalgic anticipation that we prepare to welcome back the legendary Metal Gear Solid saga as we get ready to experience tactical espionage action on the current-gen consoles and settings. And the collection kicks off with PS1's Metal Gear Solid 1, where we experience Solid Snake's perilous mission at Shadow Moses. It is one of the first PlayStation games ever played by many of us back in 1997. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, which came out for the PlayStation 2, is also backed in this collection. The game marked the debut of Raiden, one of the biggest surprise serve character reveals back in the day. Coming back after so long, I wonder what we'll make of the theme exposed by the game, especially given the times we've lived in since then. But my most anticipated pick from this collection has to be Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, a legendary game about a legendary soldier, played out in what many can consider is a quintessential time capsule to experience the 60s Cold War era with political tensions, military deterrence, femme fatales, national loyalties, betrayals, and top-secret military experiments, and a lot more. All the games are the complete versions that come with the additional content such as VR missions, special missions, and the game is also HD optimized for modern hardware. So we're hoping for a smooth technical experience as we look forward to, once again, experience the return of one of gaming's all-time greats. At the risk of sounding cliché, Insomniac's Spiderman really makes you feel like Spider-Man. But I don't mean in the way that you can gracefully sing from buildings, how you fight villains, or how Peter banters with his enemies.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
Sure, that stuff was in there and was all pretty great, but the way it made you feel like Spider-Man the most was by making you feel the burden of responsibility he feels. The story told by Insomniac's previous take on the webhead was a lovingly crafted tale of triumph and tragedy, the way the best Spider-Man stories tend to be. It introduced us to another fresh take on Spider-Man and his amazing friends and foes. It raised the bar higher than the Empire State Building for its sequel, with a pretty good expansion or DLC that showcased the character of Miles Morales and allowed him to find his footing. This series is now set to properly deliver on everything the first game built up. And looking at the trailers, it would appear that more and more parts of Spider-Man's beloved universe from the comics are being brought into this story as well. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game and experience the roller coaster that is the life of Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Assassin's Creed Mirage is one of those games I was looking forward to this year. I've been a fan of the series since I first played Brotherhood, and have played all the mainline games except the very first. Mirage's setting actually overpowered the rest of the details for me when it was initially revealed over a year ago. They did mention returning to the series' roots with stealth and assassination, which is fine, but what has me excited is that we are heading to 9th century Baghdad, also known as Madinat as-Salam. I can't wait to explore the round city of Baghdad and see the Abbasid architectural style. Early game previews are quite positive, with numerous mechanics in earlier games such as social stealth, black box gameplay from Unity, and much more. This time, stealth is highly favored, so I'm looking forward to a return to form. Hopefully, Mirage would be another illusion in the sand like the previous installment for many fans. At this point, I really should not be surprised by how much the Mario franchises innovate. But here I am once again flabbergasted with Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Returning again to its 2D roots, one would wonder whether they have done all they could in this perspective, but nope. Like its previous iterations, Wonder features a wide array of levels, powers, and characters. But this time, characters such as Nabbit and Yoshi serve as an accessibility feature of sorts, taking no damage and being able to traverse through levels with a few abilities that make it easier to wander around. The level themes, while familiar, have special gimmicks activated by collecting a Wonder Flower. From stampeding enemies, perspective shifts, and even transformations, I'm really wondering what sort of wild and wacky stuff is in here. You also have badges, wonders items which you can equip to give you abilities to traverse as you like. With 4-player local co-op and even online co-op almost akin to Souls games, you have to wonder whether Super Mario Bros. Wonder will be a one-hit wonder. And that's it for our picks for October. But before you rush off to comment on our lovely video and give us a like, here's a bonus round. Disgaea 7 Woes of Wonder. NIS America is back at it again with their lovable and quirky SRPG series. If you're expecting a return to the Demon Realm, you would be half correct, cause this time we are heading to the Japanese underworld. Wizard with a Gun. Published by Devolver Digital, the game is in the name. You play online with other people as a wizard with a gun to survive in the wild wilderness. Silent Hope has all the hallmarks of a marvelous game. The cutesy art style, the anime aesthetic, the taking a band of adventurers into an action-filled romp while coming back to resupply and build bases. It's not Rune Factory, but it is definitely marvelous. Ghost Runner 2 has you come back from the dead once again to traverse levels as fast as you can, run through enemies as fast as you can, and once again delve into the ever-rushing dystopia that is the game's narrative. Jusant by Don't Not Interactive takes a crack at innovating an often overlooked aspect of current modern video games, climbing and traversal. I wonder if other developers are taking notes, because this definitely seems interesting. And with that, here's Mika signing off.